Okay, welcome to Dun Golfing. The Duns of North Berwick were like groundbreakers way back in the day. And another groundbreaker, Mike Austin. Mike Austin as well. Now obviously the golf swing happens like that. It's all over. You can do a heck of a lot of practice, hit hundreds of balls on the range, and still get pretty much lost or not very good on the golf course. And it's all because of the 90-degree angle and the 45 and the order that they've got to go in. Remember that you might not be 45 depending on your body's flexibility. So to find your natural angle, which is when your top half and lower half at impact meet, put your right hand on the club down the shaft and have your feet shoulder width apart, just like Mike Austin wanted, and swing and stop at impact and see how open your shoulders are and your hips are. Now you want them ideally open the same amount. It might be great, it probably won't be greater than 45 degrees. If it is, you're extremely athletic and flexible. It may be a lot less than that. Either way, that's your angle. Now, that runs through the ball, that angle, always runs through the ball. That's why you can use this on the golf course anywhere. And that is your avenue where your body moves through. Remember, when you fully finish the swing, you should be able to walk immediately straight to target. But that's at the top of your swing once completed. So that's a secondary checkpoint. Once you've hit the shot, can you walk straight towards the target? If you've matched your body to the angle that you've worked out, which runs counterintuitively across, so you're squaring your body to a line that is not on the 90-degree angle, it's on a 45-degree angle. But because it's open, your club face, as long as you have a pretty good grip and your eyes are attuned to the 90 for the actual aim of the club face, you'll just automatically meet square impact, which you can imagine solves nearly all golfing problems. It works on every single shot, chipping, putting, driving, long irons, short irons, hybrids. Golf almost becomes automatic. If you watch enough golf and you slow it down enough, you'll find this in every single great player. And Mike Austin really was the one who ultimately tried to explain it in the most complex way, but he was really trying to tell everybody that this is what you have to do. Golf swing, like I say, happens that fast. So if you know that the only thing you need to do from the top of the swing is turn your lower half and top half open to that line, which is in my case roughly about 45 degrees, and I can then apply the face of the club with my right hand square to the target. Now, when you set this up, when you look at it, you'll be like, how's that, like, ever going to work? Because if Mike's right, then I should be hitting that ball not to the target, I should be hitting it straight right, like as in a block. It works because your pivot point is your right side, and as you come through, everything squares and rotates round it. Now, if you want to watch a player who did this the best any ball striker or player in golf has ever done, watch Mo Norman on the range. And once you watch him enough, you'll realise that his exit was left, and also how he magically did that with his swing and meeting the ball in the square contact all the time. That was his thing as well. So this is there. We're putting it out there. There'll be more videos following. One thing to get checked, and it's very important. Once you've got the hang of this and you're swinging quite freely, and you build the speed up, because golf has got to be played pretty fast. If, and this is only an if, you'll find maybe you're hitting your woods and hybrid right, straight as a die, and then maybe your irons are a wee bit off. That's the only time I would ever suggest you getting your irons lie angle checked, because your lie angle on your iron sole has to match up dynamically at impact to the ground. If it doesn't, you could be swinging perfectly, but your face will either be slightly open because the sole interacts with the turf, or it could be slightly closed. Most people, though, will be slightly open because the lie angle's not right? So that'll affect and distort your angle that you need to be matching. And also people have asked, well, does your feet need to be on this angle? And no, when you set up, you're setting up your body at impact over the ball and making sure that your lower half and top half are aligned. And then you pull yourself around to the 90-degree target line where you're aiming the club. Step apart, comfortable distance with your feet. Your feet can be aiming anywhere you want, it doesn't matter. Feet don't matter. Balance has to be equal between the weight of them, but then you've got to leave yourself enough so that you can turn open at impact with your lower and top half. So that's why if you watch Mike Austin's videos, you will get this. You'll see Mike has this magical move where he looks like Mike always called it his compound pivot or his pivot. And when you watch Mike Austin's pivot, it's absolutely perfect because it always comes through not only on the 45-degree angle I'm talking about on the ground to turn through, but 45-degree angle so that your lead is higher than your low, or your shoulders come through higher, lower, right? So you're matching up this angle, the magic angle, not only flat on the ground, but on the tilt too. So you've got high shoulder, low shoulder, matching up with your compound pivot. Because golf is 3D arc in space. Now, we have talked about this long and hard now, so we're going to put the video out so that you can watch this in between watching me doing it, and then you can research Mo Norman and Mike Austin, and then you'll see the moves that I'm talking about. Once you've identified those moves and you clearly see them, then you can go and look at all the pros out there. Tiger, Rory, all the greats that are out here currently, and you'll go, aha, because that is all they are doing. Let's be honest here, right? Golf instruction just overcomplicates golf to the point where you cannot understand what you're supposed to be doing. But what I've just covered there in roughly 8 minutes is roughly, depending on your personal flexibility and your angle, which you can find, I showed you how to do that, then you are golden. And obviously, work on your grip. It needs to be fundamentally like what Hogan, Sam Snead, Henry Cotton. The grip is important, but after that, and you'll see it in putting as well. The thing that proves it as well is when you're watching it on television, when the pros hit the ball, it looks like it's going out to the right, and then it either comes back or it cuts. But honestly, research it. This will help you, and this is how we found it took long enough. But once you know what you're doing in the setup, which I'll go into more detail of like how to find it, and you can see how quickly you can do it. It doesn't need to be like a routine that takes like 5 minutes before you actually hit the ball. Virtually you can do this in under 10 seconds, under 5 seconds once you get up to speed, and you walk in from behind, down the line, check your angle, check impact angle, reset round, do what you want with your feet. Your feet are just getting comfy. It's like walking, and then you just swing, hit the ball, and like I say, your final check, you should be able to walk straight to target from the top of your backswing. Just walk straight to target. Right, thanks for watching. That's been nearly 12 minutes. Well done. Because these videos, how do you make them interesting? I mean, you're talking about something that's all theoretical and lots of ideas and things. So it's just to give you pointers about where to look, where to find it. Bendy thumb up as always. Please like and share. Like I say, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so all the ad revenue can go to charity, Macmillan, Help the Heroes and Shelter UK. I don't know if you want to help those or not, but we're trying to help charity here. So any help we can get is much appreciated.